All right, what is going on, people? How is everyone doing today? Hope everyone's having a good morning, night, whatever time it is for you right now. Me, I'm doing okay. I'm having a good morning, but if I sound kind of tired and my voice a little raspy, I apologize. I did just wake up, but I needed to get this video recorded and edited and all that stuff. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about my thoughts on the Kingdom Hearts ReMind DLC, as well as the Limit Cut episode. Pretty much ReMind as a whole. ReMind's been out a couple weeks now. If you guys been following me on the stream, you know that we played through it and we're struggling on the Limit Cut episode right now. So I haven't even fought Yozora. I haven't even seen the secret ending as of the recording of this video. Now, the first thing I want to get into with the ReMind DLC is that it's more of a going through. You go through the Keyblade graveyard fight, so you pretty much go through the end game again. You redo some of the boss fights, and there's a lot of new ones too, but you play as Sora all throughout the ReMind DLC. So let's get into that first point right there, how it's more or less just a redo of the end game. I personally love it. I like it. I like how feels like it's the proper way to do the end game, or it's the way that Nomura always wanted the Keyblade graveyard fights to be. I personally didn't have a problem redoing some of the boss fights in the game. It just added that extra layer of story for me. It just kind of put everything together, and I liked vanilla Kingdom Hearts as is, but this answered a lot of questions for me. Got a lot of questions out the way, and I can see how some people don't like it, how it's a retread, because maybe because of the price point. Personally, I think it was just a good way to wrap up the story, a better way to wrap up the story than what it already was. And we got some cool information from the story too out of this ReMind DLC. We got like, for example, seeing more of the Master of Masters and his relation to Xehanort. That was kind of something cool to see, because the Master of Masters almost seemed like he wanted Xehanort to go down the path of darkness, and we can get into that in another video, but we got more information on that. We got to get more of how the power of waking exactly works. I know for me, I knew the power of waking could awaken sleeping hearts, but when Sora went away to go rescue Kairi, it was kind of like I didn't know the power of waking could do that. I didn't necessarily have an issue with it, but it was just like, oh, I guess it can do that too. Like, I didn't know Sora could do that. And how he got Kairi back, I had no idea. And with this, it kind of really did a good job of delving deeper into that and seeing exactly what he had to do to get Kairi back, how he had to use the power of waking. Another thing too, in regards to the power of waking, is that earlier in the game, I think it was it in the Big Hero 6 world? I believe it was, yeah, where he says, your time in this world is ending, Sora. Like, your time in this world is over. That's what young Xehanort says. Throughout the whole game, we're like, Sora fades away, and you're like, okay, he faded away, so I guess Xehanort kind of knew what he was doing, but that was about it. Now we see why. With that has more weight to it now, I'll say. Like, we're like, oh, he keeps using it. He keeps going over and using the power of waking. Makes sense. Got it. That's why young Xehanort was saying these things and seemed so unfazed. So that was also another amazing thing that they kind of wrapped up and put all together as far as story goes. As far as gameplay goes, there's a lot of new combos and the new abilities and all that. I'm not the biggest combo type person in Kingdom Hearts. I'm not that good at the game, and that where I know what things are tweaked and whatnot and stuff like that. I can tell you that it feels better to play. I love the new abilities. I love the new finishers. I can tell you about that, but all the other nitty gritties I won't know too much of. But it feels good. Like, it feels fun. It almost kind of feels like the combat is still loose, but it's like they're tightening it just a little bit. It's not as loose as it was, but it's a little bit more tightened, similar to Kingdom Hearts 2. Not quite Kingdom Hearts 2, but similar. Very, very similar. I enjoy that. I had fun with that. I've always been on stream saying that 3's combat is loose, a little bit more looser, and Kingdom Hearts 2's combat is like tight, like tightly knit, like a tight knit shoe. And it seems like with this update, it feels like it's a little bit more tighter in Kingdom Hearts 3 now because of this update, which I greatly appreciate. Now let's go into the playable characters. I think it was Roxas, Aqua. I thought Ventus was a playable character before this came out because one of the trailers. I was wrong on that. Ventus is not a playable character. He just has a finisher move with Aqua. But you got Aqua, Riku, Kairi, and you have Roxas. I believe that's everybody. Playing as these characters was super fun. I had fun playing as Riku, of course, because you can never get enough of Riku. Playing as Aqua was cool too. Thing is, with a lot of these fights, I was playing on critical mode, so some of the fights, personally, I would play as Aqua or whatever the first time around, but I'd end up losing, so I just end up switching to Sora anyways, and just running through it like that, just because, I don't know, I feel like if I tried hard enough with these characters, I could win it on the critical mode difficulty, but I was like, what was the point, you know? Like, I'll just play as Sora. He's my upgraded, leveled up character with all the abilities on him. Like, I can customize him the way I want him to play. So a lot of the times I would just end up playing as Sora to beat these boss fights, but nonetheless, it was fun playing as the other characters and seeing how they did as well. The ending fight, you got to technically play as all the Guardians of Light. That was epic as fuck. That was one of the coolest things in there, but not as cool as playing as Mickey. When you got to do that final part with Mickey, when they're all the little 13 or whatever Xehanorts are shooting at him, and he's just pushing and trugging along. That was just amazing to me. That was one of the most hypest moments in Kingdom Hearts, like out of the whole entire series, because we've never gotten just a solid just Mickey moment like that. Just a epic Mickey proportion, no pun intended. No pun intended. The new Keyblades, let's talk about that. I can't believe I forgot about that. Oblivion and Oathkeeper. I use mainly Oblivion for a dark form, but these Keyblades are crazy, man. I don't have them max leveled, but if you can max out these Keyblades, the amount of damage you can do with dark form, and not to mention the double form that you get where you wield both Keyblades, oh my god. And the shot locks for these Keyblades and the finishers for them look amazing. The double form combos and the finisher, it looks beautiful, amazing, and the shot lock is just pristine, does a bunch of damage on your opponents. I love the Keyblades. Square, you did an amazing job bringing these Keyblades to us. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. To say the least, I am very happy with the ReMind DLC part. Now, let's talk about the limit cut. I can't get too much into the limit cut because I haven't beat the limit cut. I haven't beat the data fights yet. I haven't even fought Yozora. But from what I have played, the data fights, hard, really hard. But I like it. It's fun. I have to think. The thing is with Kingdom Hearts 3, and this is something I agree with too, the Proud mode wasn't that hard. The Proud mode felt like standard mode. I have played fairly recently Kingdom Hearts 2 on Proud mode, and that was way, way harder than Kingdom Hearts 3's Proud mode. The Proud mode in Kingdom Hearts 2 is like the critical in Kingdom Hearts 3, I would say. I say all that to say that we've been wanting a challenge, and Square gave us the challenge. Square said, oh, you want a challenge? Slap it on there you go. And the data fights are just bing, 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 messing me up, man. And I can't say I'm having like tons of fun losing every time, but I can say that I'm not mad. It's good boss design. You have to think, you have to keep fighting, you have to learn the pattern, and I'm doing this on Proud mode and it's hard. So I could really, really appreciate Square for doing that. I know the secret boss too. I've seen people fight Yozora. I heard he's crazy hard. I seen a move where he can steal your Keyblade. He can like cut your HP down to where you have like a speck of HP. Like, it's just, they gave us the challenge that we wanted for. I know there was some type of like controversy with the IGN review. I didn't watch the IGN review because when IGN reviews Kingdom Hearts, I don't know what they're talking about. But I know they were saying that they gave it a low score because it was too hard. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. This is something we wanted. Square looked at what the fans said. The fans wanted a challenge. They said the game wasn't challenging enough. Square gave us that challenge. They're giving us what we wanted. So to say the game is too hard, nah, I can't agree with that statement. They were also saying, well, I don't think IGN said this, but I know some people were saying that, you know, you have to beat the data fights to continue with the story, and that's a bad thing. I personally, I like it. You have to have that obstacle in the way to further progress. It's like OG video games is how I feel like. You have that hard thing you had to beat, that hard boss that you just had to keep trying to beat to unlock what you wanted to do. And in this case, you have to beat the 13 hard bosses to get to the other to get to the one other boss. And like I said, I haven't fought Yozora or beat him yet, so I don't know the ending or anything like that, but people seem hyped. People seem fulfilled by it. They seem happy. So all in all, I like this DLC. I really, really enjoy this DLC. I love it. I have made videos on it on this channel. So I just wanted to make a video talking about my thoughts on it and why I like the DLC. Nomura, Square, you did an amazing job. A lot of people that didn't like the game are coming out saying that they're happy with the story now. They're happy with the game now. So Square, again, thank you for Kingdom Hearts 3. Thank you for Kingdom Hearts ReMind. I appreciate all the work you guys have put into this game, and I can only hope that you guys continue to deliver in the future with these Kingdom Hearts titles. So anyways, that's just my thoughts on the ReMind DLC. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of the ReMind DLC? Let me know if you love it. Let me know if you hate it. Let's have a discussion in the comments. As always, we keep it respectful. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing as long as it's not toxic. Okay? No toxicness. Leave the toxicness over on my Twitch channel. No, just kidding. No toxicness. But if you like the video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to see more Kingdom Hearts content like this. And stay tuned, man, because I feel like this is only just the beginning of Kingdom Hearts, and something greater is coming. So as usual, guys, take care. Have a good one. Peace.